Music stars Phil Wilson.
Double Mobo Award-winning singer Kele Le Roc has changed direction with a cover of Radiohead's anthem Creep. The unmistakable voice behind the beautiful 1999 hit My Love and the unmistakable Things We Do for Love. Returning now with a striking reinvention and joins me now to tell us all about it. How are you doing, Kele? Nice to have you on board.
I'm doing very well, thank you. Do you see there's a theme there? I call myself La Love Meister because most of my songs are about love, Phil.
That's lovely. That's what we need. Yes, we need more love
More
in
love
the
in the world,
charts.
high vibrations only.
Exactly. And you're truly giving that to us, with all of your flavours of music as well, no matter what you've been doing over the years as well. Now, for listeners, Kele, just finding your music, when did you first find your voice?
I started singing and dancing at the age of 3. So I started going to dance
Wow.
school. And then when I was about 12, I had knee issues and I ended up having an operation on my knee. And then
Right.
the doctor said I'd always have problems with my knee. So I just said, okay, instead of concentrating solely on the dancing, I'll just start singing. And so I started going to studio when I was 12.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's when I started singing. I always sung, but like taking it seriously. Yeah.
Of course. And when you were at school, did you take part in any kind of school productions and things like that?
So what is really interesting is I got into stage school. I got into a school called Italia Conti, but
Right.
I didn't get a grant, and my mum couldn't afford to pay to send me. So I ended up turning my own school, which was Langdon Comprehensive, into a stage school.
Wow,
Yeah,
amazing.
so me and my friends had a dance troupe, and so we would dance in the assemblies, we would sing, we'd enter competitions, and then before we left, we did this big dance extravaganza show, like a big singing and dancing show,
Yeah.
and we still do it to this day. Imagine that, and we started it.
That is absolutely amazing as well.
And
Yeah.
the schools in Newham, so they literally all the schools in Newham do it together, but we started that.
Right.
That was just because I couldn't get into stage school.
That is absolutely amazing. Everything happens for a reason, Kele.
Yeah, I made
think.
my own school, stage school, and now the legacy lives on. They'll probably never know it was because of me, but yeah, that's what happened.
You may have to start off a recording studio as well. Get some of them students in there that have been on the stage there with the good voices there.
There you go.
There you go. Now, what was the first song that you ever wrote, and can you sing a few bars of it? I thought I'd drop that one in, Kele.
Do you know what? Me and my cousin used to make up silly songs all the time, like before I actually started recording them. I
Yeah.
don't feel I could even sing that one to you. It was a bit naughty.
Right.
But the first song I ever wrote probably was, oh gosh, so many songs. Do you know what, Phil? You've actually posed a really serious question there. I'm going to have to dig into my archives and think, what's the first song I ever produced? The first song I ever released, though, was a song called Let Me Know, which I did with Best Kept Secret when I was 18.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. And
That's
it got into
amazing.
the charts, but it was like I think it got in at 64 or something.
But that's good actually for the time.
The charts. We got in the charts. Yeah. That's my first ever release. Yeah. But off the back of that, though, I went on tour with loads of big acts from America when they came over. So I went on tour with Total, I went on tour with Horace Brown, Mona Lisa, and I was doing loads of gigs all over the country off the back of that. So, because at the time, I think Capital Extra, which was then Choice FM, they loved
Yes.
the song, and so they really pioneered for it. They A-listed it, they played it all the time. So it got a lot of love. But yeah, that was my first release.
Yes, I used to like Choice FM there when I was down in your parts of the world. And the good old capital,
Are you
95.8.
from Newcastle?
I am, yes.
I love an accent. I love a Newcastle accent.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you
Way
very
I
much.
peps, yeah.
Way aye, man. That's right. You've got it right there. You've a penny lost there. Great stuff, Kele. Now, what was the first song that you ever performed on stage?
So I think it would be, other than dancing school stuff,
Yeah.
it would have to be my first single, which was Let Me Know. So I did a gig then. It was like an after carnival gig. I think it was Choice FM's gig at the time, and it was at
Right.
the Hammersmith. It's gone now. It's turned into flats. Not the Apollo because that's still there.
Yes.
The Hammersmith something. What was it? But literally, that was my first ever gig. And
Was it the Hammersmith Odeon?
it's not that, I would say another thing.
Um,
Hammersmith something, but it's gone.
I can't think of what it
Yeah.
was.
But that was my first ever gig, and I remember being so nervous, and I was like literally shaking, and my voice was going. But I did a good performance, and like I said, because the Choice FM listeners knew my song, they were all singing back to me. So I was like, just
electric feeling, eh?
Yeah, electric, yeah, 100%.
Lovely, lovely song that is. Well, that is. Now, if you were to duet with anyone alive or no longer with us, who would it be and why?
Prince is my favorite everything. I love him.
Excellent.
So much. It would be Prince. I never got to meet him, but I have a little story about him. When he was at the O2, I went to when he did the 20 dates. So I bought a golden ticket. So I was right near the front of the stage.
Wow, excellent.
And then he dropped his plectrum right in front of me, and I picked it up and I licked it and I stuck it in my bra.
Wow.
I always say I've tasted Prince's finger sweat.
Excellent. I love it.
I never got to meet him, but I tasted his finger sweat. Not everyone can say that.
And what song would you do? Would you do a bit of Diamonds and Pearls with him?
I'd like us to write something new. That man, he's so talented, and he taught himself to play 19 different instruments. I would just like to be in a studio and just jam with him, just spend a week in the studio jamming and just make him magic.
Maybe when stuff's come out of his vaults and things, then maybe one of your management might be able to go, oh, there's a song for you, Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's by Prince. Yeah.
You know what? If that could happen, my heart.
I bet. Well, you never know. The strangest things have happened at sea.
Put it out there now, Phil.
We've put it out. I like to put things out there, and sometimes things do happen. So we'll keep our fingers crossed there. That'll be excellent. Now, your previous hits, amongst many, are My Love, which is a beautiful love song, and it's one of my personal favourites. Shower you with kisses. Yeah, absolutely love it, and it gives you that little nice tingle down your spine there, and it's a little bit of butterflies in your stomach. It's so beautiful, Kelly. I had to mention that one. But you have Things We Do for Love, which is totally different in contrast with its breakbeats and catchy melody. Now, out of the two singles, Kelly, which would be your go-to track as your favourite?
Well, the thing is, so I started going to a night called Twice as Nice, which is like a garage night, when I was about 19, 20. So it was after I'd put out initial stuff, but I think it was before I blew up, when I was signed to Polydor. And so garage music was a thing. And then so My Love came out, and I begged my label to do a garage remix. So,
yes, I have heard that one.
Yeah, so the garage remix of My Love was probably like, I did one before that to a track called, remember my first thing was A Little Bit of Lovin'. So I did a garage mix, but the garage mix to My Love blew up on the garage scene.
Yeah.
Then I did Things We Do for Love, which is also a garage song. So I will have to say it will probably be the garage version of My Love, just because 30 years later nearly, Phil, I'm still singing that most weekends. Like the garage version has been such a blessing in my life. So I'm really grateful for that.
Excellent. So that means you've got your bit of garage stuff, and also you've got your beautiful love song version as well, nice and smooth.
But there's a few other versions as well. Mine have had a few remixes. Yeah. There's a big Paul Masterson mix, which is like a big gay anthem. And then there's also an R&B version, like that Ignorance did. So it's actually got, I think, within every kind of genre, they were really good remixes. So it's like, I was really lucky.
And when you're on stage, is that the which song is the most popular requested?
My Love. Yeah,
My Love.
The garage mix. Yeah.
The garage mix. Excellent. Yeah. Yes. Get people partying in the aisles there.
Yes, always.
Now, you mentioned some of the top artists that you've already worked with, which you've actually worked with some of the best in the business, including artists like Courtney Pine, Danny Foster, also the wonderful Omar, Masters at Work, Estelle, also Todd Edwards, Delinquents, Fireworks, Lamar, Damage, and there's more. And I've I've edited this down, with Damage, and in 2001 you released the worldwide smash Romeo with Basement Jaxx. Now, out of all of the artists and bands that you've worked with and performed with over the years, who's been the most fun to work with, and who's the one that has actually inspired you a bit, or maybe learned you something that you maybe didn't know about the business, or things like that?
I would probably say Omar. In regards to, like, I find him highly inspirational because, again, he's taught himself to play instruments and he's just got his really own unique sound.
He
But
has.
I also went on tour with Basement Jaxx for a few years, on and off. And Simon and Felix, who are Basement Jaxx, are just the most loveliest, humblest, most gracious, like, human beings ever. And I loved being on tour with them, like, literally, and just good, wholesome fun. Like, I had the most fun on tour with them. So yes, I would say it's a close between Omar and Basement Jaxx.
Excellent. And it sounds like you had a lot of fun with all of them.
Yes. I mean, I have fun wherever I go, Phil. I'm a fun person.
Yes, you certainly are. You're glittering here on the screen here for our radio listeners there, and you're wearing a beautiful hat there with some beautiful, sparkle on there.
I made this cherry. I put all the bits on it.
It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful it is. Yes, certainly a fashion piece for you there that everyone should, if you're listening to the radio there, you'll have to watch this video online and you'll have to have a look at the outfit there. And you may have to ask the question, where did Kelly get that hat? But she made it herself.
I made it myself.
And it's lovely. It's lovely. Now, you've recently been performing with Michelle Gale on your tour, who I would love to welcome on the show in the future, by the way. Would you consider releasing a duet with her, as you both sound like a great combination?
I would love to work with Michelle Gale. I'm not on tour with her. No, she's got an event that I'm going to be performing at.
Oh, right. I see.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's in Leeds. Yeah, that's coming up. So, yeah.
Right. Yes.
In a church, so I'm going to be performing at it, and she interviews you and you perform and stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that. But I know I love Michelle. She's amazing.
She is, and she hasn't done enough of the music, since she had her Looking Up and, Sweetness and things.
In, Harry Potter.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and also she still looks about 16 years old.
Yes.
She looks so good. She looks so young. She looks amazing.
Yeah, she's done great with the acting there as well. Yes, especially coming from EastEnders. She was Hattie, wasn't she?
Yeah, but also, wasn't she, when we grew up, wasn't she in she wasn't the character, but Roland. No, what was it?
Oh, in Grange Hill.
Yeah, was she in Grange Hill as well when she was a kid?
I don't know. It's when you said Roland. Or was it a different Roland you're talking about?
No. But remember, Roland had a black friend. It wasn't her, but I think she was in Grange Hill as well.
Right. Okay. Right. We'll have a check on that when we've come off there. But yes, hey, I'll have to have a look at that actually. Yeah. I can't remember her being in that. I just remember her being in EastEnders as Hattie. Yes. But yes, Grange Hill, fabulous. I love it. But yes, you'll have to put a word in there. Say, Michelle, Phil Wilson I've been chatting with him and he'd love to have you on each show. I thought I'd get that one in, because as they say up in the Northeast, Shy Ben's getting out.
Shy Ben's getting out.
That's right. Now, your reinvention has really brought you to acting in a short film co-directed by yourself and filmmaker Chris Mano, with Simon Hosier as director of photography, making the pictures to go with your new single Creep. Now, where was the film made and how did the acting go, or have you acted before?
I have done a bit of acting, so I've been in quite a few short movies. Nothing blockbuster yet, but cutting my thespian teeth.
Yes.
And I think after we recorded the track, myself and Chris Monet, we just discussed like where we wanted to go with the visuals. And I think right now, with the whole AI thing that's occurring like in real time, we were like, something really important that we should touch upon, especially within the arts, because it's been used a lot, like to surpass us as human beings.
That's right.
This is, this, we can make a really good statement and, something that's really poignant and really present and really now, and also just make it artistic and beautiful. And I think we made a really beautiful horror movie. I think Samuel did an amazing job. And I think if you look, there's so many nods to like film noir and things like Dracula. You can see it in the shadow work and everything. It's really well done. Really well done. Yeah.
And when you were, co-directing yourself, did you find that quite exciting? Was it something that you've done before? Because it's quite a lot to direct.
So many times, because I feel like when you when you're an independent artist, as I am now, I've shot so many videos and stuff. So yeah, you're like, you have a director, and the director was Chris, but you also have a vision. So then you're like, okay, this is what I want to happen in this bit, and then they're like, this is what we want to happen in this bit, and then you just make it happen, So yeah.
Do you think you'll be going into any future directing rather than the singing?
I've written 2 musicals, so I'm hoping to finish one for next year. Yeah, and I'm just finishing off the script. So I've been writing it for many years, Phil, but I'm finally coming to the end. So I'm rubbish at stuff like that. I need AI to help me. Ironically, I need AI.
But that's something to look forward to then.
Yeah, I love musicals. So it's a really cool musical as well. I will tell you a bit more about it in the future. I'll come back on and tell you about it, Phil.
That would be great. Yes, I was thinking, is it top secret? So yes, we'll chat about that in the next time.
I'm saving it. There's no point telling you about now. Until it's ready to go, then I'll be like, Phil, here, I'm ready now.
Exactly. You've got to drip feed the information there. Definitely. Otherwise, we wouldn't have you back on the show because we'd have nothing to talk about. It's an excuse. Yeah. Excellent. Now, your new single, Creep, is certainly a big track, and you've made it your own. So Radiohead should be very proud. They are excellent. Now, was it your idea to cover this track? And are there any more surprises to come with your music, Kelly?
So it was my idea to cover this track. I have my own night that I do in Mayfair every Wednesday. It's called Kele Le Roc Presents. It's at a restaurant called Sheesh on Piccadilly. It's just opposite the Ritz. Little plug there.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm there every Wednesday. And this was one of I do my own song, but I also do lots of covers. And this was one of the songs that I used to sing there. So when it came time to do the 3rd album for the INC project, I said to Chris, I really want to do Creep, which he was quite shocked about. But I was like, I love singing it. I know it's been done before. I said, but I think I bring something different to it and something new.
Definitely.
And then we kind of went with that kind of futuristic, almost electronica sound, that the whole album kind of is in that vein, which I was happy with. And then obviously it instantly kind of, it was a natural progression then to go with how the song is, worded, and then the sound of the music into that kind of whole AI concept for the video / short horror movie.
Yes.
I've also got a new album coming, which I've done with my band, which is a full live album. That's coming next year. That's called Le Roc Music Volume 1.
Excellent. And is there any surprises on that?
I mean, I think if people only know me for my garage music and they never knew before garage that I did like pop, soul, R&B, it might be a surprise for them. But
right.
It's a really beautiful album and I'm really proud of it. And it's live. It's just, organic live. Like you couldn't get further from AI if you tried.
That's really good. That's really good. And will you be releasing that on vinyl at all in the future?
I'm going to do some collector's pieces. So definitely it's going to be on vinyl. And I'm going to be doing some MP3s that you can purchase, like the USBs, with a full lookbook. Like back in the day when we were kids and we used to you have tangible music, you used to open that up and read all the lyrics, but I'm going to have it as a digital download. So you can print it off if you want, but it's going to be like a collector's item. Yeah. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I've just been sent something from an artist called Rachel Sage, and she's an independent artist, and she's got a CD, and you actually, when you take it out, it's actually got the little CD in a little pocket, and it's a book, and you actually can draw it out there, and it's got drawings in it, it's got all the words and everything. It's amazing.
I love that.
That's what we need.
Reading the lyrics. Yeah, I loved all that stuff. yeah, and all the artwork, I missed that. So yeah, I was like, this is what I want on my album for sure.
Indeed. And if you released it on vinyl, are you gonna have a little card inside with the words on? I've got one here actually with
if I
a
release it on vinyl, I would do a full booklet because there will be limited
yeah.
edition collector's items. So I will print out like it will be part of the book. Like I've got all Prince's albums, and a few of them they're like doubles, and then they've got all the lyrics and yeah, no, I want all that, all that. I think it's
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, people like that now. They do, and I think it's something that we all need. The physical,
Tangible
wonderful
music, yeah. Music you
yeah.
can hold in your hands. And also, I think vinyl, like you can have CDs, but actually, say if there was a cyber attack tomorrow, which they keep saying there's going to be a cyber attack, and there was no
Yeah.
electricity, you could get your old record player, crank it up, and it will play. Do you know what I mean?
And I've actually, I don't know if you can see it, but I've got a record there, you see.
Yeah.
And that is from 1980, and it's Shalimar. So that has lasted all these years, and this is what people have got to think about. Get your music released on that, and people will be playing that for decades and decades and decades to come, because it just sounds so beautiful, and it's just exciting.
Like when it's like the crisp of the record, like as you
Oh, yes.
Beautiful,
right.
isn't it? Don't scratch it though. Then yeah, that's
no, definitely not. No, especially with new records, because I did drop a new record on the floor, and when I picked it up, it had a tap on it. It went tick tick tick, and it was on "My Heart Will Go On" from Celine Dion, which was devastating. But if it had been an album from the 70s or 80s or the 60s, it would have been hard wearing. So. Don't drop your new records on the floor.
Don't drop your new records on the floor, no.
No, you're just as long as you've got a carpet, you're right.
Yeah.
Certainly not on laminate flooring.
I don't even play mine anymore. They're just like that. They're just all away in my cabinet, just my Prince records. And when I was a kid, but yeah, I don't play them anymore. Yeah.
Beautiful. But you will be playing your vinyl, obviously. And obviously, when you bring out the vinyl, it'd be great to have a little squiggle on one. And if you can send one to Phil Wilson's Vinyl Revival, that would be most welcome there. That would be excellent. That would be excellent. Now, do you have any future plans for 2026 that you can tell us about?
So I would say the album and the musical. So those are two things that I'm focusing on. June the 6th this year was a year that I've been doing my residential. So
right.
We're going to do some one-off shows around the country, promoting the album with the band. So yeah, just exciting stuff. Just upwards and onwards and bigger and better, Phil.
Definitely. And we really I know it's just wonderful to see and hear from you as well. And the music is just like you've never been away.
Well, the thing is, I have never been away. Obviously, I'm not mainstream anymore. But it's like when people go like, "Oh, where have you been?" I'm like, "Do you not have internet?" Like, I'm everywhere.
Yeah,
Literally, I'm everywhere all the time. I'm just, bubbling below the surface. But I've been really lucky to have such a long, extensive, fruitful career. I'm just really blessed and really fortunate. So it's just nice to have this new release, and hopefully it will do well and people will get to see the magic that we've made, because I'm really proud of it,
Yep, it certainly is magic as well. Now, we're talking about the vinyl there, Kelly, just before. So I must ask you, the Vinyl Revival is here. So if you had a record player beside you, what record would you play me to put the needle on, and what particular song would it be?
The first vinyl I ever bought, 7-inch, I still have it, it's in my cabinet, is Musical Youth, Pastor Duchy.
Excellent, I love that. So that's the one that you'd spin for us.
Yeah, that's what I would spin for you. And ironically, I saw them at Soul Town Festival. I was performing there, and Musical Youth were there. I made a really lame joke. I was like, they're not called musical grown men now.
That's great. Oh, lovely. But I bet it was a great thrill seeing them.
Yeah, because it's, again, nostalgia, part of my childhood, like a huge part. And also, we're seeing, they were almost like the UK reggae version of the Jackson 5,
Yeah, definitely.
It was really cathartic getting to see them. It was beautiful. Yeah.
That's a great choice there. Pass the duchy there on the
Yeah.
left-hand side there.
Yeah. Are you going to
From
play it now, Phil?
yeah, of course, pass the duchy. Yes, I might spin it for you. I might. Now, where can listeners follow you and buy your music?
So I'm very avid on Instagram, although that my Instagram does copy to my Facebook, but it's at Kele Le Roc, so it's KeleLeRoc. I'm also on TikTok, although I struggle with that. It's a young people thing, isn't it? I'm just like,
It definitely is.
oh, so long. But yeah, no, I'm really good on
Yeah.
Instagram. So if you ever want to know what I'm up to, where I'm going to be, Instagram is your place to find me.
That's excellent. Well, unfortunately, we've run out of time, Kelly. So is it all right? So, if you can just stick around, we'll have a little bit of a chat afterwards. But it's been such a privilege having you on the show, Kelly. And I'd like to wish you all the very, very best with the single Creep and your brand new album, and also your musical as well, which we'll hopefully chat about that the next time we speak as well. And would you like to come on the show again, or have I frightened you away?
No, I will come on the show again 100%. Thank you for having me.
That's excellent. Kelly, finally, please, can you introduce your latest single, Creep?
Hi guys, this is Kele Le Roc, and this is my reimagination featuring on the Sync INC Trinity album. This is Creep.
Thank you so much, Kelly. All the best, and we'll speak to you soon. Thanks again.